Players will visit the battlefield for a fourth time. A popular indie game gives players a big old batch to deal with it, and 2 downloadable dandies get solid release dates. All of this and much, much more today on The Grill. Let's do it. Hello and welcome to the July 21st installment of GamerNode's Hot Off the Grill. Senior editor Jason Fanelli here with a full plate of gaming news ready to quell your hunger. Let's get right to it. The Medal of Honor Warfighter Limited Edition was announced this week, and it will include a beta invite for Battlefield 4. Wait, what? Battlefield 4? We didn't even know it was coming out. What the? Oh, well, EA officially announced Battlefield 4 this week. The company gave no other information about the next Battlefield game, other than that there will be other ways to access the beta than Medal of Honor. Now, it's no big surprise that Battlefield 4 is coming, but revealing the game this way is a bit anticlimactic, isn't it? I'm sure Battlefield fans are excited, but wouldn't it make more sense to announce these games with a trailer or screens or something? And before you say maybe they aren't ready yet, then why are we finding out about the game if there's nothing ready for it? Well, I digress. Medal of Honor Warfighter fans now have one more thing to look forward to when the game comes out in October. Polytron, the creators of critically acclaimed Xbox Live game Fez, are re-releasing a patch that deleted some players' saves, but they're not fixing it. Speaking on their blog, Polytron writes, quote, "We're bringing the first Fez patch online. It's the same exact patch. We're not going to patch the patch. Why not? Because Microsoft would charge us tens of thousands of dollars to recertify the game. And because, as it turns out, the save file delete bug only happens to less than 1% of players. It's a shitty numbers game to be played for sure, but as a small independent, paying so much money for patches makes no sense at all, especially when you consider the alternative. Had Fez been released on Steam instead of XBLA, the game would have been fixed 2 weeks after release, at no cost to us. And if there was an issue with that patch, we could have fixed that too. Half honest explanation, half Xbox Live criticism. I have yet to try Fez, so losing my game save isn't going to be an issue because it doesn't exist. But are you now afraid to boot up your game now that the patch is coming back? There's only one new game to drink in this week, but it's a title that will get you wrecked. Pull up a stool, grab those frosty mugs, and get ready to get wrecked by what's on tap. Racketeer, an Xbox Live title from Iron Galaxy Games, hits the marketplace during week 2 of the Xbox Live Summer of Arcade promotion. The concept of Racketeer is simple. Using Kinect, players will control a medieval ballista, aiming boulders at many different destructible environments. There are different types of ammos, including split shots, explosive shots, and more. The more destruction players cause, the more points they'll score. Sounds awfully familiar. Like a game of the avian variety. But it definitely sounds fun. Why not get wrecked with Racketeer on Wednesday? Wait, did I just write their slogan? You're welcome, Iron Galaxy. The industry was hit with more layoffs this week as 2 more studios showed some employees the door. BioWare Austin suffered a second round of layoffs, continuing the restructuring EA started in May. Producer Rich Vogel also left BioWare Austin, but that departure was unrelated to the layoffs. Elsewhere up north, Capcom Vancouver let go of 7% of their total workforce, a total of 20 employees. Capcom was quick to clarify that these job cuts were, quote, a result of unsuitable fit with studio goals, whatever that means. Right after the layoff announcement, Capcom Vancouver said it was, quote, still growing and aggressively seeking great talent. So which is it? Are you cutting people or are you hiring them? Capcom Vancouver is supposedly working on a brand new IP, which I hope isn't affected by all this, but regardless, I sincerely hope that everyone who fell victim to these layoffs quickly lands on their feet and finds new homes soon. Godspeed, guys. 2 big-time downloadable games finally received release dates this week. Harmonix's Rock Band Blitz, where Rock Band meets Frequency and Amplitude, will rock consoles on August 28th for PS3 and August 29th for Xbox 360. The game will cost $14.99 on PSN or 1,200 points on the Microsoft Network. This will be the first Rock Band game where plastic instruments are not necessary, which may sound weird, but looks like it'll work just fine. Elsewhere, Double Dragon Neon, an homage to the beat-em-up arcade games of the 80s, hits the digital stores on September 11th/12th for $9.99 or 800 points. Double Dragon was one of the first arcade games this gamer ever played, so if Neon can capture that greatness, I'll be set. Music and mayhem, it's not the love. Video games are meant to tell a story through interactive gameplay, memorable characters, impressive visuals, and more. But what if a game stripped away everything except those visuals and asked the player to literally just walk through a world while the game told the story? But that's exactly what happens on today's Indielicious game. The game is Dear Esther, and it's an experience. It's hard to classify it as a game because there are very few interactions by the player. It's simply a tour of an island you start on off the coast of Scotland where a disembodied voice tells a story. It really doesn't sound all that fun, right? Trust me when I tell you, though, that Dear Esther is simply fascinating. I literally walked along a path on an island, up and down, through caves, around ships, for 2 hours until this game ended. 2 hours! Yet I was enthralled the entire time. I had to keep going. Dear Esther is not the type of game one can simply stop playing. It must be played from start to finish. It pulls you in and doesn't let go. It's a video game in the most minimal sense of the term, but it's a damn good one. And that's what makes Dear Esther indie-licious. And with that, the kitchen is closing up shop for the week. Tune in next time for more of the hottest gaming news delivered to you hot off the grill. Stay hungry, my friends, and thanks for watching.